Good morning. This is Chef Inspire. I want to talk to you about something today. The topic of my talk is going to be the true teacher is inside every man. It's inside every man. The true teacher is inside every man. And I'm going to use 5 points to prove my point. 5 points. Are you ready? Here we go. Number 1. The word educate comes from a Greek word called induce. To induce. To bring from within. So true education is bringing from within what is already there. It's sparking a remembrance of who we are, of what we are, and what we can do. So when we educate, the true meaning of educate is to bring something from within out. So the person on the outside is only bringing to your remembrance who you are. But the education comes from within. The educator is within you. It is who you are, truly who you are. Number 2, the teacher will appear when the student is ready. Did you ever hear the saying in the Bible says, do not cast your pearls to the swine? Because what they're going to do is you giving them valuable information, and what they're going to do is just take it and trample over it because they are not ready to receive it. This is the same meaning as the teacher will appear when the student is ready. When the student is ready to receive the information, the teacher will appear. So you have to prepare yourself to gather that information, to get that information. You have to be teachable. You have to be in a posture of, I want to learn. I want to get further. I want to further myself. I want to make myself better. I want to be a student of life. I want to grow and to prosper and to grow not only my mind, body, spirit, but my whole being. I want to grow my whole being. And when you have an attitude and a posture like that, what happens is teachers will come. People that are available in your life will come to teach you. Why? Because there's something in you calling out to something in them. This means that you're on the same frequency or the same wavelength as the people who have the information that you seek. But the teacher will only come when the student is ready. When there's something in you calling out to someone else that has the information that you need. When you put yourself in a position, a posture of wanting it so badly, the teacher will appear and you will get the information that you need. Point number 3. No one can change a man from the outside. It's no way you can do it. It's many times that I had friends that was on drugs and strung out and everything, and the only time that these people would change is when they came to the end of themselves. When they made a decision within themselves to say, this is it. This is it. No one on the outside made that decision for them. Internally, they made that decision. You may have said the speech to that person 100 times. You need to quit, man. You need to stop doing this. You need to, you're killing yourself. But he's not listening. Because it is an internal change that needs to take place in a man for any man to change. So no one from the outside can change a man on the inside. The inside of a man produces change. His inner thoughts, his inner conversation, his inner being is the only thing that can change his habits and the things that he do on a regular basis. So we cannot change anyone. Change comes from within. Point number 4, neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is a big fancy word for when our brains are reprogrammed. Now, neuroplasticity works like this. You have a person and you teach that person something new, or that person wants to learn something new. So once he gathers that information, that new information, what happens is inside of his brain, new connections form. Why? Because that information wasn't priorly in there before. It wasn't in there before. So as soon as you put new information in, the brain reacts to that new information and creates new connections. And the more you stay, or the more you repeat these new things or solidify these new things, what happens is that connection in your brain starts to get stronger and stronger, and eventually becomes a larger brain. Your brain is like plastic. You can reshape it. You can remold it. You can move it. You can cause it to grow, and you can cause it to become stronger and more powerful. It's like plastic. It's not set in stone. Your brain can be transformed into anything that you desire it to be. You could be a man on the street homeless one day, and within a couple of years you can be a CEO of your own major company. Why? Because your brain moved from one reality to another reality. This is neuroplasticity. It is the ability to take your brain from one reality to another reality, to shape it, mold it by giving it new information on a regular basis, which causes your brain to change. This is powerful. We don't have to remain the same. We don't have to be the same. But it is going to take us internally putting information into our mind and repeating that information over and over and over again until it becomes our reality. So neuroplasticity. Number 5, faith comes by hearing. So once you have actually put that new information into your brain, like for me, I say my confession every single day. My written confession. Who am I? Once I wrote it on paper and I got it down where it's like every day I read it. What happens is I take that thing and I read it to myself. I speak it to myself. It becomes a part of who I am, because faith comes by hearing. The more I hear this thing over and over and over again, the more I believe it. And the more I will believe it, the more I start to act upon it. And the more I start to act upon it, the more this thing will start to come into my life, be manifested into my life. Faith comes by hearing. And the most powerful voice that we have is our own voice speaking to us, our internal translator, our internal voice speaking those things that be not right now and as though they were over and over again, which causes change inside of a man. So the true teacher is inside of every man. The true power to transform our lives is inside every man. The true power to be and do whatever you want to be and do in your life is inside every man. You are powerful. You have the ability to do anything that you put your mind to do. Anything that you use your mind, body, and spirit working in unison on one accord, it cannot be denied you. You will get that thing. You will have what you say. According to what a man thinketh, so he will be. You will be what your thoughts are on a regular basis. You will be what you say to yourself every day. The true teacher of every man is inside of that man. Now let me run these 5 points again. Number 1, education means to induce, to bring from within. Number 2, the teacher will appear when a student is ready. Number 3, we cannot change any man. Change comes from the inside, from that man deciding to change. Number 4, neuroplasticity. This is the ability to be able to transform our brain from one reality to the next. Number 5, faith comes by hearing over and over and over again. And the most powerful voice that we have is our own voice, speaking to ourselves, telling us who we are. I hope you get this. I hope you got it. You are the teacher of your own self. You are the captain of your own ship. You are the only person that can cause change to truly come in your life. You get it? You got it? Good. Have a blessed day.